All right. What's up, everybody? Besides me. This should have been 2 days ago. I can't tell you why it wasn't. I'm not even going to get into it. Never use UPS. UPS makes no sense whatsoever. You know what? Hold on. No, I have to. I've been sitting with this since fucking Friday, and I apologize for swearing, but it's just been completely and utterly ridiculous. As you might have known, yesterday, meaning Monday, happened to be a holiday called Labor Day. Now, apparently, it doesn't mean that you should work. It means that you should take the day off, but I don't do that. So I was here on Monday, but it has no bearing on anything that I'm going to get into in the moment. So Friday, Penguin Random House, which is the distributor that ships Marvel product, they sent me a notification saying, or rather, sorry, they didn't send me a notification. On the website, they had a shipment was sent. So you click on it, and then it has like the tracking, it has all the information of all the books that are coming, the price, and all the other stuff. And then it has the tracking number for UPS because they choose to use UPS. Now, mind you, there isn't much difference between UPS and FedEx because they both suck equally. Actually, you know what? To be honest with you, I've been using UPS for 14 years now, and I've only been using FedEx for about, I want to say about 2. In the 2 years that I've used FedEx, they have quickly ascended to the shitty UPS level. I mean, UPS, it took them 14, well, no, I mean, it's been constant. It's constant. But FedEx is like, hold our beer. We got this. We're going to catch up. And they did. The one thing that saves FedEx from being a complete and total cluster of a company is that the person who drives, she happens to be a customer of mine. So I can work with her, or she can work with me, or vice versa, the way it should be. And, so I can get my product, and it'll be less of a hassle for her. See how that works? I mean, it's weird. When people actually work together, you can actually accomplish things, and there's less of a hassle. But whatever. So anyways, when you click on there, and this was Thursday, when you click on the item, you see it has the tracking number. The tracking number is there. You click on the tracking number and it says your shipment, your packages will be delivered Friday between 1:30 and 3:30, whatever it is, whatever it might be, whatever it is. It doesn't even matter because that's inconsequential to the story anyways. But it said it would be here on Friday. I'm like, cool. I'll get it before the holiday because I found out eventually, as I'm jumping ahead, but when we get to the part of the story, I discovered that UPS was not delivering yesterday. See, even they were taking Labor Day off. So Friday, wake up. For some reason, I don't know why, I never check. Because honestly, the regular UPS driver, mad cool. He's always here. Like, he doesn't... I have weird hours, like most. And if you... Honestly, this isn't just me. If you check most comic book stores, most of them have weird hours. Whatever it may be. Like, they're closed on Monday and Tuesday, or, Wednesday, whatever. That's the way it progressed. Because I did start out... Dude, when I first started, when you get that new car smell thing, and you're there and you're like, oh, this is great. I'm doing what I want to be doing and all this other stuff. So you're there bright and early at 11, and then there's solicitors, and then there's people that waste your time, and then there's nobody. And it just through the years, it came to be what it is now. And I'm fine with what it is now. I mean, if there's a customer that says, hey, I need to get there earlier, or can you hang out later, or whatever the case may be, 9.9 times out of 10, I will do that for them. I have no problem doing that. So, Friday, wake up. For some reason, just for shits and giggles, I'm like, let me check the tracking. And I did. And then it said, due to the holiday, your package has been delayed. And I call because I have a number. Over the course of 14 years, I've accumulated some numbers because I don't know if you've ever tried calling UPS, but there's this thing they like to do is not give you a real live human being to speak to. And there's this cyclical thing where you hit a number and you think you're going to get, because usually they say when you hit 0, it gives you an operator. And you can keep hitting 0 as many times as you want, and it won't do it. They'll keep asking you for the tracking number, and they'll say, oh, well, when you get a tracking number, come back and click, hang up on you. So I have a couple of numbers, and I hang on to them, and I try calling them to get a human being. So there's one, and I get the human beings in Stratford, and I said, hey, I'm supposed to have a bunch of packages coming in today. And she checked it, and apparently, now this is how this worked. Since there's a holiday on Monday, the system assumed that I wasn't going to be open. So they decided not to deliver my packages on Friday. Now, I will, you know what? Okay. If anybody can break this down for me in a logical way, again, the rationale was that since my store, they assumed, was going to be closed on Monday, which was a federal holiday, then they decided not to deliver my packages on Friday. Now, if you can come up with a rational reason, logical, behind that, I will let you have 5 minutes in this store grabbing all the shit that you can and just walking out with it. I will let you do it. You will have like a, I forgot what it's called, like they used to have those things where like you'd have a, like 10 minutes to run through Toys R Us or whatever, or something like that, and grab all the things you can and whatever you can carry or whatever you can have. I will do that for you. If you can come up with some logical reason for them not delivering my stuff on Friday because they thought I was going to be closed on Monday. But you can't. See, I'll even save you the mental anguish. There's no fucking reason why, okay? It's because UPS sucks. That's the main reason. That's the only reason. Now, this has no bearing on the drivers. Like I said, my main driver, the one that always gives me my stuff, cool as hell. And I work with him, he works with me, we're all good. It's just the people that schedule the packaging, and even the lady that helped me, I don't know what her name was, I think it might have been Yolanda or something like that, but whatever her name was, she helped, and I know it's not her. She said that the system said, because they just assumed that my business was going to be closed on Monday, that they weren't going to deliver my packages on Friday. Now see, hold on. Oh, sweet WZ. Here's the thing, buddy. And there is, for some reason, Ninja Chat isn't shown. There it is. Okay. I understand what you're saying. Friday apparently is part of a long Labor Day weekend. However, as I pointed out, by speaking to Yolanda or whatever her name was, she was working. They were delivering. The driver was out there. The only reason they couldn't get my stuff was because it was in a trailer, one of 3, for the weekend. And that's the reason why my packages couldn't be delivered. So, I think I've already used my limit of F-bombs for the evening, and I'm going to try to get this stream back on track. To sum up, I didn't get the stuff until today, and I don't like doing these streams without seeing what I'm getting, because sometimes there's some stuff that they have listed that doesn't come out for whatever reason. Sometimes there's some stuff that they have that's listed that I don't get for some whatever reason, and it's just a thing. So Sunday I wanted to do this, I didn't have the stuff. Monday I wanted to do this, I didn't have the stuff. Tuesday, well, so anyways, we're here now. To conclude, UPS sucks. That's it. There you go. Not the individuals, not the people, the drivers. I mean, they're getting paid really good, but whoever is in, like, and she said she made a note of this last time because this happened before. Oh my God. And clearly the person that's above her didn't do anything to fix it. So once again, to sum up, they didn't want to deliver my packages on Friday because they thought I was going to be closed on Monday. That's what this is. This is what this boils down to. Okay. So we're gonna leave that behind. WZ wins nothing, absolutely nothing, and we're gonna start. We're gonna start with DC. Let's start with DC. I don't even want to get started with DC. Oh my god. Okay, so here we have Absolute Power. This is issue number 3, and look, I don't even have a Windows Explorer open for this. This is. This is one reason why I'm very happy that I like comic books as much as I do. Because comic books essentially are the things that keep me sane when stupid shit like this happens. And this happens more often than you would think. Okay? And I'm like a battered housewife, battered spouse even. Let's not say housewife because men get battered too. I'm like a battered spouse where I just take it, shut up, and that's it. Because honestly, I'm venting now, and I shouldn't even be doing this now, but this is the reason I'm broadcasting this at 1:40 in the 1:40 in the morning. Okay, but this is Absolute Power, issue number 3. This is the penultimate issue of this series, which honestly has been better than I thought it was going to be, and it's Mark Waid and Dan Mora. Here we have Batman issue number 152, Salvador LaRocca cover. This is an Absolute Power tie-in. I wish I could tell you who else is doing this. I'm going to assume, and let me get WZ's comment off on air. I'm going to assume it's Zdarsky. I don't know who's doing the art though. It's really, 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 really small, and yeah, I'm just going to keep moving. Okay, we're going to do that. This is Batman and Scooby-Doo Mysteries issue number 9. And looks like the whole gang is there. I see Huntress. I see Batwoman, Batgirl, Nightwing. Nice. I don't see what it says. Oh, it looks like they're at a convention. There we go. Gotham City Comic Con. Here we have Batman and Robin and Howard. This is issue number... As I move this down so I can see... Oh, this is the final issue of this 3-issue miniseries. So, there you go. Pretty good seller in my store. So, as long as people enjoy it, hey, that's all that matters to me. Birds of Prey, issue number 13. Well, that they enjoy it and that it sells. Those things matter to me. Birds of Prey number 13 is right here. This is the Leonardo Romero cover. Here we have Detective Comics number 400. And I'm going to assume it's the first appearance of Man-Bat, maybe? Because it is number 400. It is a facsimile. And this is a gorgeous Neil Adams cover. Here we have JSA, Justice Society of America, issue number 11, the penultimate issue of this 12-issue miniseries. Michael Janin is doing the cover there, and I'm hoping he does the art. I could be wrong, though. It doesn't look like... Because I see the top in the upper left-hand corner. It says John's, and then there's a name below it. And if it was Janin, it would be almost as long as John's, but it's longer than John's, so I'm assuming that... Janin doesn't do the interiors, which is unfortunate because I do like his art a lot. Here's the Tony Harris cover. Now, I'm not sure if I'm getting this, and I'm not going to get into that story because I've already ranted long enough for about 10 minutes about UPS and their nonsense, so we're going to leave it at this. Okay, this is Tony Harris. This is a cardstock variant, and at the very least, I hope it'd be nice to get that. That would be nice. My Adventures with Superman, issue number 4. This is cover A, and I left up cover B just because I thought it looked cool. And I'm going to assume that this is one of the covers I got. This is a Ricardo Lopez Ortiz cardstock variant. Here we have, I'm going to assume this is the final issue of The Penguin. But it doesn't say 12 of 12. Like, usually for the file name, like for instance, the My Adventures of Superman number 4, that was just there. It says number 4 of 6. So in parentheses, they let you know how many issues that series is going to be. This one here, I read, I assumed was a 12-issue miniseries, but it doesn't say 12 of 12. So, I don't know. But I can tell you that this is a Giandomenico cover right here, cover A. And here we have the Felipe Massafera cardstock variant, and that's the B cover. Here we have Plastic Man No More. Now, I don't know how I feel about this. Well, I'm not going to spoil it for you. Just let me say the title. The title is, yeah, it is an apt title. So, yeah. This is Alex Linz who does this A cover right here. And it is a black label book, so it could be a little on the mature side, maybe. Maybe, just a smidge. Here we have Poison Ivy. Issue number 25. Jessica Fong is doing this cover here. There were a couple others, but again, I'm not sure which ones. Again. Boy Wonder. Oh, this is the final issue. This was a 5-issue miniseries. Juniba is also doing the cover, and they handle the writing and the art, it looks like. And here's the B cover, which I just left up there because it's cool. Leia Merwish, something. And last but not least, here we have Trinity Special, World's Finest #1. This is a one-shot. Now, to be honest with you, I don't know if this is like the last Trinity, where I think it was all just reprintings of backup stories for Wonder Woman. So I don't know, that could be the case with this again. Yeah, I don't know. I would like to be able to tell you, but I can't, and I don't even want to hazard a guess. So we're going to move on to the MCU, and specifically Daredevil issue number 13. There you have a John Romita Jr. cover. Matt and Wilson in a loving embrace right there. But look at this cover. This was I wanted to pick a thumbnail that would be easy because there's a cover that I wanted as the thumbnail, and it's going to be at the end of this right here, and I'll tell you when it comes up. But I couldn't do it because there was no Virgin variant of it, and my remedial Photoshop skills, I might have been able to get rid of the logo and all that, but it would have been time consuming. And again, it's like almost 2 o'clock in the morning, so I wanted to get this done ASAP. So I'm like, you know what? This is a badass cover right here. It looks good. It looks really good. And the unfortunate thing was I was going to get rid of the Daredevil because when I use covers as thumbnails, I try to use the Virgin variants because I don't want any, text or anything like that. But when I did, I realized that I was getting rid of the circles, for his radar sense. And I'm like, nah, that's part of it right there. So what I did, I just got rid of the Marvel, the 13, the UPC, and all that, and I just put it up there like that. But this is a Gabrielle Delato cover, and this is a badass cover right here. I'm sorry. I like John Romita Jr. cover too. John Romita Jr.'s cover, but this one is, this one's definitely better. But then we also have this cover. Yes, your eyes are not deceiving you. It might be 2 in the morning. Maybe you might have to wipe the sleep out of your eyes or whatever, but that is Godzilla on a cover of a Marvel product. Even though IDW has had the license for as long as I've owned the store. In fact, I do have a cover where Godzilla is destroying my store and almost stepping on my children and my dog. But for some reason, they are doing a series of variant covers that Godzilla is on this month. Don't know why. But Nick Bradshaw did this one, and it is awesome. Up next, we have Exceptional X-Men, and I don't know how this looks on a TV screen, but I apologize for the low res, but I just didn't care enough to go get the high res from Penguin Random House because trying to... See, these are the things that go on that nobody knows, okay? Unless you get some moron on YouTube or whatever complaining about it, then you're not going to know these things happen to us. So I won't go into any of that. I'm just going to say that this is a good book for fans of Kitty Pryde. Again, Kitty Pryde. Her name is Kitty. In fact, she says it in the book. Okay? So knock this Kate shit off. Her name is Kitty. I know somebody in the YouTube sphere took exception because apparently Kitty's bi in here, even though she's been bi for God knows how long. But really, that's something you want to make a video about, that Kitty Pryde is bisexual? Yay. Yeah. How about talking about the book itself? How about talking about the art? Carmen Carnero's art is better than it's been, at least as far as I'm concerned. And it looks like it could get better, too. And I found it interesting that after all the years of Kitty being a kid, because she was always like, Sprite, and dude, like she changed costumes as frequently as, I can't think of a good analogy, but she was always changing costumes, dude, and changing names too. But now she's the elder, and other people who may or may not be on this cover here are the youngins, so to speak. So I enjoyed it. However, we do have this, which is a Lionel Francis U variant cover for Godzilla. Not as dynamic as Nick Bradshaw's, but I do like the rendition of Godzilla back there. And I guess it makes it look like he's on the team. So, you know what? Hey. Here we have Get Fury, number 5. This is the penultimate issue for the 6-issue miniseries. Garth Ennis, Jason Burrows. For some reason, Jason's art in here doesn't look as good as it did for the past 4 issues. I don't know if it's the inker or what, but yeah. But I didn't have a chance to read it. I just looked through it because I wanted to see his art, because I like his art a lot. He was one of the saving graces of Crossed. Here we have Immortal Thor, issue number 15. Alex Ross cover. Alex Ross. Incredible Hulk, number 16. Kid Venom, number 2. Now let me tell you something. Y'all, not y'all, because I know my people that watch me, that come to the store, I know they're better than that. But y'all want to sit here with the manga narrative about how manga and Western aren't as good as manga is better than Western comics. Western comics aren't as good as manga. Well, this is basically essentially a manga comic, and the art style. So give it a try, and let me know how it is. This is issue number 2, by the way. I don't know if maybe it's bi-monthly or something. Because, the way they work the manga artist to death, like literal death, at least that's something that the West doesn't do. Here we have Marvel Zombies, Dawn of Decay, number 1. This is a 4-issue miniseries. Yeah, I'm just going to leave this one here. And then we're going to move on to Miles Morales, Spider-Man, number 24. And it looks like he is taking on the Vulture, which that could be considered elderly abuse, old-timers abuse, whatever. Because, Miles is a vampire and all that, too, so, Here we have Moon Knight Annual, number 1, continuing the Infinity Watch saga thingy. WZ, this will get you kicked from my channel. Just let you know. And this is yet another chapter of the Infinity Watch thing. I don't know what number this is, maybe 8 or 9 or something like that, but I wish they would stop calling it Moon Knight Infinity Watch. Moon Knight Annual number 1. Just like call it a one-shot or something, Like they really Marvel, DC, all of these companies really have to stop with this numbering shit. Like, it's really annoying, It just is. And I spoke to a customer over the weekend, and she was just as annoyed by it as I am. And she's a customer. Like, if you're not going to listen to somebody who owns the store and buys and sells your shit, how about listening to a customer who says, geez, this is confusing. I explained, because they were buying Daredevil. Okay, Daredevil, as we saw at the beginning of the stream, or at the of this section, Daredevil is on number 13 according to this. Okay, now this particular version is drawn by, it was drawn by Aaron Cooter, and then they had somebody else fill in for him who was very Cooter-ish, and he was good too. But now there's like some other dude who drew this particular issue of Daredevil. However, Saladin Ahmed, I think, is writing it, so I understand rebooting it and giving it a number 1. That's fine, whatever. You want to do that? Volume 8. It's volume 8. I didn't even know it was volume 8 until the customer's daughter told me it was volume number 8. Okay, because before this, when Chip Zdarsky was doing the writing, and I think it was Mark Lucchetto was doing the art, they literally stopped it at issue number 36, I think it was, to restart it again at number 1 with the same team. It wasn't even a different team. Zdarsky and Lucchetto were on it. Like, why did you do that? Like, stupid shit like that is just dumb. and it confuses it. Okay, I as the retailer am supposed to know which is which. Like when you have a different, like for instance, with this volume now, they're at number 13. So this number 13 is drawn by whoever it is. It's not Cooter or the Cooter-esque guy, and it's written by Ahmed. Okay, so at least I know it's by Ahmed. So if I'm looking at number 13 from the previous run, oh well, it's Zdarsky and Chichetto here, so I know that's not volume 8. But then, is this volume 7 or volume 6? Because they're both going to be number 13s, and they're both going to have Chichetto and Zdarsky doing the stuff, being on the team. Like, y'all make no sense. Knock it off. This is stupid. This is the stupid shit that annoys people. Okay, and by people I mean me, because I got to know this stuff because I'm the one that's supposed to know this stuff. When customers come in, they look to me to help them. And if I don't know what the hell's going on, and I got to go down a rabbit hole to try to figure out what volume number 13 this is, that's ridiculous, and it's dumb, and it's stupid, and I shouldn't have to do that. Now, should I? Here we have Marvel Superhero Secret Wars, or it's just Secret Wars. It's Secret Wars, damn it, number 9. And this is 12 issues, so with 3 issues left. And I'm going to say this about this, because I say this all the time. This is a facsimile. And what that means is that the entire book looks the way it did in 85 or 84, whenever it was. 84, 85, 86, somewhere around there. Okay? So you're going to see ads for Atari stuff. You're going to see ads for, $5 for 1,000 Army soldiers that they used to have on the back covers. You're going to see ad for Mile High Comics that you try getting that stuff at that price that's in there these days. It's not going to work because it's a facsimile. However, despite the fact that they facsimile everything and they put it on nice paper and all that stuff, the one thing they don't facsimile is the price. Because see, I'm pretty sure when this came out, it was either 65 or 75 cents. So how about this, Marvel and DC? If you're going to facsimile something, facsimile the price too. Now, mind you, I know it might be a little, you might have to take a hit when you're facsimileing, say, Amazing Fantasy number 15, because I believe that was 15 cents. But that would be a nice thing to do. Oh, and also, speaking of, I had a conversation with a customer about this. When you facsimile all of this stuff and you have ads in there, 95% of the ads in this book are not Marvel. They're video games. They're comic book stores. They're Hostess. They're like I said, Coleco and Atari and Intellivision and all the video game consoles they had back then. Maybe that's what kept the price down for as long as it did, is because you were selling ads in your comic books. Do you know what ads you have in your comic books now? They're ads of your stuff. Guess what? You're not going to be making any money off of that unless you pay yourself. And then if you pay yourself, you're going to be taking money away from the company, so you won't be able to lower the price. There's no reason these books should be up at $4.99. Okay? Avengers versus Aliens was $7.99, dude. Sell some ad, lower the price. That's it. It's very simple. Why you don't do that, I don't know. Hell, you know what? If DC wants to buy the back cover, let them buy the back cover. Take their money. What is so difficult about this? I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't understand it. This makes no sense to me. And when you start, I don't know when it happened, but literally every ad that's in these Marvel comics is Marvel. And I understand you want to keep it in-house or whatever, but you know what? Y'all do, and this is a good thing. I'm not complaining about this. Y'all do a good thing. You give me once a month a book called Previews. I think it's called Previews. Marvel Previews, whatever it's called. And it lists all your stuff that's coming out. And that's free. You give it to stores for free. So when customers come in, we can give that to them. And they can see all of your stuff. But yet, you put it in the book. You want to have 1 or 2 ads in there, that's fine. Maybe quarter it, have 4 books in one page or whatever. But shit, sell ad space to other people. Get the price of these books back down to where they were. Because back in the day, whenever you guys would raise the prices, there would be a reason. Oh, well, the cost of the paper stock, or the cost of the ink, or whatever the case may be. We got an excuse. And I don't mean that derogatory. I'm talking about that's a positive thing. We knew the reason. Now it's just, because we can. And you just do it. Okay? Don't get me started with these foil covers. Okay? Should I talk about the discount rate on the foil covers that we order? Because let me tell you, it's not the same as the regular books. Alright? So, straighten that shit out, dude. Up next, we have Scarlet Witch number 4. And, yeah, I gotta say, like, never mind, I'm not even gonna say, I'm not commenting on books, never mind. We're moving on to Spectacular Spider-Men number 7, Miles and Peter in this book. And I don't know why I didn't do it. I'm trying to get everything together, but you're gonna see this brilliant cover. Spider-Boy with Godzilla right there. And I wish I could tell you who did it. It looks like it's Rose Besch, because it's kind of like the style that she does, like with the blue, like the blue outline on Godzilla's body and his hand and even his head and stuff like that. But I don't think it's her. But anyway, dumbass, it's right in the title. Lee Garbett. Lee Garbett is the one that did this, and that's Spider-Boy number 11, and this is the A cover. And this is Dan Slott and Paco Medina, I think, is doing the art in here. Here we have Spider-Man Classroom Heroes number 1. And I am so glad they are making Spider-Man books for kids. Like, I can't tell you how happy I am, how happy this makes me. And I believe it's $2.99 maybe? $3.99? Even if it's $3.99, $3.99 is what the book should be. Okay? None of $7.99 shit. Or $4.99. Or $5.99. Or $6.99. And never mind. I'm just gonna stop. Filter. I also put this on. This isn't a book. I mean, it's gonna be a book, but right now it's a poster. And this is a kick-ass image right here. This is a Spirits of Vengeance number 1 poster, and I'm pretty sure the cover is going to look like this too when the book comes out. So, but I just thought it was badass, and I'm gonna throw it in there. So, I did, because I can do that, because this is my store. Here we have Star Wars High Republic Adventures. This is Echoes of Fear. And this is number 1. Now, whether this is an ongoing series or a limited series, I don't know. Again, they don't have one of whatever. But I can tell you that this one here, Crash and Burn, this is a one-shot. Okay? Up next, we have Star Wars The Acolyte, Kelnaka. Which, I guess if you want to see any more of this particular character, this is the only place you're going to be able to see it, because they decided not to renew Part 2. Season 2. Although, even if they did, well, never mind, spoilers. But, here we have the Ultimates, issue number 4. I was going to go with this cover, because it was basic, and I could just literally Photoshop the Ultimates logo and the Marvel and the title out, but I'm like, no. I number 1, I don't care about the Ultimate books, like the Ultimate Universe at all. I mean, I do like Hickman's Spider-Man, and I do like... Actually, I like Spider-Man, Black Panther, and X-Men, but I don't like the Ultimate Universe. The Ultimate Universe, for me, is trash. It's been trash since, 2000, when they first did it. I hated it then. I hate it now. But the creators that they have on the 3 titles. This one doesn't really do much for me, but the first 3 titles, all excellent. So, now here, I'm sure you could have guessed that this would have been the thumbnail had I been able to get rid of the Uncanny X-Men logo behind Magneto and Rogue, and the box, the character box, right up there in the upper left-hand corner. And also, that big black box that's right between Kazar's leg, like, why is that there? I mean, I guess that's because it was UPC, but, like, really? But this would have been the thumbnail had I been able to. And for those customers who, and others that I've come across, that like insinuating that the reason that Gambit is a trash character, and I tell people thus, is because Gambit and Rogue are having relations. And this here, right here, as you can see, proves that narrative, that theory, is incorrect. Because if that were the case, then I would most definitely hate the gentleman that's to the left of Rogue, who her arm is on. Because you know what they were doing in the Savage Land? Having relations. So the reason that Gambit is the worst character in the history of comic books is because he's the worst character in the history of comic books. Has nothing to do with whatever he's doing or not doing with Rogue, okay? So get over it. But this is the facsimile. And again, stands facsimile to price. Okay? Come on, man. Here we have Venom War, issue number 2. This is a 5-issue miniseries. And, yeah. I'm not interested in this in the least. I don't like symbiotes. I never have. I never will. And, yeah. I don't care that there's a war. But I will say, having said all that, this was leading to something. This here. Now, I think it's Jackson and Landing. Jackson, there's 2. Oh, wait, I got it in front of me. Oh, what a coincidence. It's right in front of me. It is Jackson, Colin Kelly, and Jackson Lansing. They are the 2 gentlemen that are writing this book. And I don't know if they're applying for a gig to write the next iteration of Spider-Man once they reboot it after Joe Casey's done doing his, 8 Deaths of Spider-Man or whatever it is. But put these 2 dudes on Spider-Man. Put them on there. Because, again, I hate symbiotes. I don't care about Venom. None of that nonsense. But this has been one of the most entertaining Spider-Man books that I've cared about. And they even involve Mary Jane in this issue, as you can see. And to be honest with you, I don't get her the jackpot thing. Like, I can't, it's random, her powers. And I know they've done this, like Dial H for Hero and stuff like that with the dial. And, you know, you never know what power you're getting and stuff like that. And I guess that makes it fun if the person is a competent writer or something like that to do it or whatever. But, like, I can't imagine going into battle and not knowing what power set I'm going to have. So to have somebody with no powers, you know, trust this gauntlet, and then it has, like, you know, like the slot machines, it has like the 3 windows, and then, like, I just not a fan of that. But I am a fan of the dialogue between Peter and the symbiote in this issue and this series. Like, dude, yes, make these dudes the writer for the next volume of Spider-Man. Please do that. Thank you. And last but not least, ending the MCU on a bright spot, we have What If Donald Duck Became the Mighty Thor? That's right. That's right. So first he was Wolverine, and now he's Thor. And last but not least, we're heading over into Indie Land. There's only a couple of things here, so it's not gonna be a long visit. This is Duck and Cover, written by Scott Snyder, drawn by Raphael Albuquerque, and this is issue number 1. Whether this is an ongoing or a mini, I don't know. Gunslinger Spawn number 35 is up next. The spawns just keep on coming. Here we have cover B, Mirko Kolak variant. Here's Rook Exodus number 5. Jason Fabok and Brad Anderson doing the cover here. This is cover B. Jason Fabok and Brad Anderson also doing the cover here. Here we have Scarlet number 4. This is number 4 of 5, so that makes this the penultimate issue. Marco Ferrari doing this one, and Yasmin Putri doing this one. This one's nice. They're actually both nice, to be honest with you. I do like this one too, but yeah, this one, Yasmin's, yeah, definitely. Spawn number 356, cover A. This is a pretty good cover by Mark Spears. Don't know who he is, but I do like this. And then we have this one here by Tauntaun Revolver, which I think this is manga-esque, animated style, kind of. But then that castle looks like kind of real. So I don't know exactly what's going on here. But it's okay. It's okay. And last but not least, Walking Dead, number 96. This is part 4 of 4 for A Bigger World. The Bigger World storyline. This one here is David Finch. This one here is a redo of Charlie Adler's cover from the original 96. And then we have the Sean Phillips. I want to say this is a connecting cover, maybe? Let me see. Hold on. Give me 1 second. Connecting. Yes, it is connecting. And that, my friends, wraps this up. 43 minutes. It would have been 33 minutes, but I had to go on a rant for 10, 15. I apologize for that, but it's just, it still makes no sense to me. It makes no sense. And if somebody, like, I'm being genuine. If somebody can make it make sense, I would be eternally grateful. And if you came into the store, I would actually even give you a comic, just to make it make sense, because it doesn't make sense. If WZ was saying that, like you said, it was and I know some companies do that. They take Friday off, and then they have Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. But this isn't that, because there were people out driving, and I was speaking to someone who was at the warehouse. So, yeah, I would really love to know the reason why they didn't deliver on a Friday, because they thought I would be closed on Monday. Especially because they, like, okay, hold on. Because, see, it's going to start again. Because if they knew they were going to be closed on Monday, why wouldn't it just say Tuesday then? Instead, it said, okay, I'm done, stop. So, anyways, there on your screen right now, direct.me/roguecomics, is a list of the ways you can get in touch with me. There's a bunch of them. Or you can do the old-fashioned way here. It's facebook.com/roguecomicsct. I don't even want to get into why it says CT at the end, because I originally had it at Rogue Comics with a long-ass story, and I'm done with it. And then if you're on Instagram, Twitter, or TikTok, you do it with whatever those are, Instagram.com, Twitter.com, and TikTok.com/Rogue Comics. Those are all Rogue Comics. WZ, I'm not going to. And I'm going to get the hell out of here, because it's been a day. So that's it. There is a like. Thank you to whoever liked the stream. Appreciate it. Most of y'all are going to be seeing this on the replay, because unless you happen to be crazy like WZ and myself, we are up at 2 in the morning, because we're both on the East Coast. And yeah, so that's it. And I hope y'all have a good new comic book day. Oh, and also, if you'd like, I've already gotten a bunch of messages. I know the put aside stuff for people but if you see something here, and you happen to be in Connecticut, and you would like me to put it aside for you, contact me on one of these ways. Any message, however you want to send it. I think TikTok can send messages. So, however you want to do it. And even on that direct.me, there's a button there that will let you call the store. You don't even have to do anything. Just press the button. The button will do all the work for you. One push, one touch. That's it. But get in touch with me. And if you don't happen to be in the area, and you don't have a comic store near you, or the one you have near you is trash, then feel free to get in touch with me, because I do ship out to people. I say this weekly. The furthest I've ever shipped was Australia. Well, Australia via California. But yes, I can do that for you. So that is it. I am out. Thanks for watching. WZ, take care of yourself, my friend. And that's it.